So all of us know that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is an all-time NBA points leader, 38,387 points, and LeBron James just needs 422 points to go. When LeBron James surpasses Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for all-time scoring leader in the NBA, what happens next? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with you.
I mean,
GOAT?
It depends. I mean, for a lot of people, I'm sure. I think he's really just gonna be in that wilt status of like just records that are just really crazy. You know, like you're just gonna feel like, oh, like that's not even really attainable or reachable. Like he's just gonna be. He already is, but I think like it's really gonna make him even more mythic of like a basketball player. You know.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
I'm gonna go last.
Oh, okay. Man, that's tough. I mean, I grew up watching Jordan a little bit, but I mean, I was born 94. He was done 98 and then came back for the Wizards as well too. So I can only go off of obviously watching old tapes, and then, watching documentaries and whatnot as well too. But I literally grew up with this guy, LeBron James, since I was in the 3rd grade. And to see him dominate for this long and surpass odds and what he's supposed to do is kind of crazy as well too. So when he passes that, that's going to be a huge accomplishment for me. But kind of like what Dirk said, you really run out of arguments on, why he can't be considered the GOAT as well too. So we're in a different time, and the old heads are slowly dying off. So I can see that transition where they say that he's the GOAT, and it's gonna be crazy as well too. Because I was asking Terrence the other night when we were watching the championship college football game, I was like, "Is all time with regular season and postseason?" Because if that's the case, I think you're right. All-time NBA points. That's crazy.
He already has the all-time, including postseason and regular season.
So is this just regular season?
Just regular season.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
So if it's just regular season, I mean, for someone to break that, they would not only have to average 27-30, but they'd have to come in, if they change the rules, at 18 years old and dominate like this for 20 years and be available. And nowadays, players don't even play 70 games anymore. So this is just a crazy achievement once he kind of gets that as well, too. What are your thoughts, James?
Yeah, I already think he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already think he the GOAT. I think what it'll do, though, is it'll just show people that always said that, Michael and Kobe were, like, better scorers. Like, I just think that it'll just make it, hard to say with, like, sometimes I'll be looking at people when they say that, and I'll be like, is it because they looked like it was easier when they was shooting it and it was scoring? Like, because Kobe and Mike, they did the little fadeaway jumpers, and it was all cute and stuff. But, like, is that cooler than what LeBron be doing? Is that the reason why people say they're better scorers than him?
I mean, yeah, they're more. I mean, obviously, like, a lot of his scoring prowess is kind of predicated on his athleticism, but with Kobe and MJ, they were just more efficient. They just had different ways of how they scored the basketball.
They were more efficient field goal wise.
MJ was.
LeBron's
Kobe definitely wasn't. Kobe definitely wasn't as efficient.
Yeah, LeBron's going to be more efficient because a lot of his points are attacking at the basket.
So you mean like the ways to score, like
KD? I consider KD, from my own 2 eyes watching, he's not only efficient, but the way in which he scores, one, is effortless, but he can literally score at all 3 levels at an efficient clip, and his footwork is close to none as far as top tier as well too. So I can see why people would kind of put Kobe and MJ there just because their arsenal and how they score as well.
So when LeBron scores, it just doesn't look as natural?
I mean, it's not as pretty.
Because I be trying to get down to it why people don't say he not, like, nice when he scores.
Also, he's trying to trick us as well, too, when he said, what guy averaged 27-30, you'd be like, I'm not even a scorer. Yeah, you are. I mean, you think pass first, but you're still putting up 30 a night.
Right. I be just trying to get down to the crevice of, like, why people don't think he's, like, better than at scoring the ball than Kobe, Michael, and Kevin Durant. When he be scoring at better clips than they do.
I don't know, man. The way I look at
that's all I'm saying, though. That's all the scoring record does for me. It's just like when people bring those conversations up, I'll be like, but he on the board, he number 1. So that's all it does.
Kareem number 1 right now. Was this shit cute?
No, and I think Kareem is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that his that argument should have already been made. Because to me, him getting the scoring title doesn't really change that.
For me, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It's just for people that I'm arguing with.
That's real.
You know, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that just kind of signifies his longevity and his health at the same time. But if it's the fourth quarter and there's 5-6 minutes left and it's the end all be all, I'd rather have Kobe and MJ have the motherfucking basketball.
And you know whose fault that is that you think that way? It's Nike. Because Nike ran all them commercials on Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant hitting all them damn jumpers and all that shit. And they didn't run it when LeBron got them. Because LeBron got a compilation video of fucking jumpers.
He definitely has some.
Yeah,
for
LeBron
sure.
LeBron got a little bit as well too, but I'm going with someone who is just
But I think
more skilled at it.
I would say it's interesting because the stakes have never been as high for Dame as they are for LeBron. But I would say like Dame is a more clutch player. Like I remember for me the last important shot that Bron hit was that buzzer beater against Chicago.
Indiana?
Against Chicago.
You don't remember the year when Kyrie left? Kyrie was on Boston, and LeBron basically played, I think, all 82 games. Still didn't win the MVP. First round, they went up against Victor Oladipo when he was still hot. And second round, they went up against Toronto, swept them. And then the last round was against the Boston Celtics. He hit a game winner in round one, and he hit a game winner in round two when he swept them off that layup. I still remember that joint.
Okay, let me ask you this then. What bigger shot does Kevin Durant have of when LeBron hit that shot in the finals against the Spurs over Kawhi Leonard with 27 seconds left to go?
What bigger shot KD got?
Yeah.
I guess the two when he was on Golden State.
And he raised up over LeBron
Yeah,
when they were already up 3-1 or something like that.
I mean, that was a defining game because if Kyle
I
Korver
wouldn't
doesn't
say
miss
KD
that.
is that clutch either. That's I wouldn't say KD is more clutch.
You got to give
It's
LeBron more
it's
praise,
just crazy
bro.
because you only really have clutch moments, every you're not gonna be as, I don't know how to really it's in my mind, but I can't really verbalize this for you guys as well too. But I don't know, it really just depends on how things kind of go.
I will say this about the scoring thing. I think in the clutch is kind of when that comes back about the ways that you're able to score, because it in the end all be all, it's like I don't think that Bron is as proficient in every way at scoring, but the one way that he for sure knows how to score, nobody's better than him at that. But I do think when it comes to certain clutch situations, that's where it comes out, because I don't trust that. And of course, I know he's definitely hit shots, but it just feels different. Like I don't trust his jumper to fall in those situations.
That's fine. That's fair.
I like that. Man, any closing remarks with that?
But he gets to the rim in those situations.
I mean, all I know is that I've seen that nigga hit jumpers, game winners. Yeah. I've seen it, so that's all.
Interesting. All right.
I done seen him miss a lot too, though.
That's true. Hey, all of them have. All of them.
All of them.
All of them have.